Just a quick video on dealing with a special type of equation involving rational exponents. Rational numbers or rational things in math mean fraction form. So a rational exponent is something like this. I have x raised to the m over n. What that means by definition, if you remember your exponent rules, is that the n is telling me what kind of root I'm dealing with, and the m then is the power I raised that to. So x to the m over n can either be the nth root of x raised to the m, so I do the exponent inside and then take the square root or nth root, or I can take the nth root of my x first and then take the answer and raise it to the higher power. So that's what a rational exponent is by definition. Another rule we're going to use to help solve these equations is the rule that says if you have something raised to a power and raised to a power again, you're going to multiply those exponents. All right, so let's take a look at an example here. This first one, I have x to the 2/3 equals 16. So the blue part's my original problem. How do I solve that? Well, I know that I can raise that side over here on the left to something to solve it. And if I raise it to something, I'm going to be multiplying my exponents. I want to end up with just plain x, so it makes sense to use the reciprocal of whatever the exponent originally was. So I'm going to take this and raise it to the 3/2 power. Whatever I do on the left, I do on the right. So 2/3 times 3/2 gives me my plain x. Yay. Other side, I have 16 to the 3/2. So the denominator is telling me what kind of root, square root, and then I'm going to raise that answer to the third power. Well, the square root of 16 is 4, so I'm going to take 4 cubed and get 64. Let's try another one. Scroll down here. All right, so what if I have x raised to the 5/4? Oops, sorry. If I have x raised to the 5/4 equals to 32. The rule is use the reciprocal exponent. So x to the 5/4 raised to the 4/5, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so one exponent for the x, good. And then on the right-hand side, that denominator is a 5, so we need to take the 5th root of 32 and then raise that answer to the 4th power. Well, 5th root is what times itself 5 times. It's going to give me 32. You can figure that out. That's 2. And then 2 to the 4th is going to be 16. What if I don't want to do it by hand? What if the numbers are kind of weird? Well, grab your calculator. Okay, so let me take like this first one. I'll actually move it over and show you. So if I have 16 to the 3/2, all I have to do is put that in here, 16, and I use the caret button as my exponent button. The one thing you got to be careful of is that you want your calculator to understand that the 3/2 is the entire exponent. So put it in parentheses, 3 divided by 2, and then enter. Boom, 64. We can do the other one the same way. 32 raised to, again, parentheses, 4/5, and enter. Boom, 16. Right? So let me know if you have questions.